Hello friends, welcome to the session on job analysis in human resource management. In today's organization, jobs are dynamic. In organization, therefore HR managers, before assigning the work to employees or people, assess the jobs carefully and scientifically. This helps HR manager to describe the task or the job. The importance of the job analysis is to understand the organizational and individual needs. Job analysis is important part of human resource management. Friends, in this lesson, we will be looking at how job analysis help to ensure consistency in job performance of employees. Let us start with an example. Anjali is a human resource specialist at a large company that employs thousands of people across the country. Her responsibilities are to help ensure that the company engages in the activities necessary to meet its organizational goals. She accomplishes this through the job analysis and job design. While carrying out the job analysis, Anjali identifies the knowledge, skills, and duties that are necessary for performing a job in the organization to accomplish the organizational goals. She also works on job design by determining what specific tasks need to be performed in the company, how the task should be performed, and how these tasks relate to other activities. These sets of tasks are grouped into a position within the company filled by an employee. After completing the job analysis and design, Anjali, as a HR manager, further analyzes the job of managing human capital. She needs to determine what goals the job seeks to accomplish, what skills and knowledge are necessary to accomplish the goals, and what tasks are required to be taken in pursuit of the organizational goal. In this process, she may break the task down to the duties relating to staffing, development, compensation, health and safety, and employee relations. After outlining the organizational job, next step is job design. In this step, Anjali breaks the overall job into particular positions to be filled by the employees. For example, she may break down the compensation function into a number of payroll and benefit administrator positions. Here, she will determine the specific task to be given to each employee at that position for the performance. She will also determine how the employee will perform the task. For example, Anjali may design a payroll clerk position that is responsible for receiving, reviewing, and processing timesheets for wage employees, ensuring that all withholdings are properly deducted from the paychecks and that employees are paid on time. The position may be designed to require knowledge of payroll taxes and knowledge of the company's payroll software. So friends, after going through a real life example, you must be eager to know how and why should HR manager do the job analysis, what are its uses and various methods. So let us learn in detail. So let us start with the definition of job analysis. Job analysis is a formal and detailed examination of jobs. It is a systematic investigation of the tasks, duties and responsibilities that are necessary to perform the job. One more definition. Job analysis is the process of studying jobs to gather, analyze, synthesize and report information about job responsibilities and requirements and the conditions under which work is to be performed. Job analysis is a systematic process for collecting and analyzing information about jobs. Job analysis provides information about the work to be performed and about the work environment. It also identifies the knowledge, skills, abilities, and personal competencies people need to perform their work well. In short, it is a method that provides a description of the job and profiles the competencies people need to be successful. Most definitions of job analysis identify three key points. Job analysis is not a single methodology. It is a generic term which refers to a range of techniques including observation, interview, and questionnaire-based analysis. Job analysis is structured. The exploration of the role is guided and focused, although the degree of structure varies with the technique which we use. Job analysis is analytical. The process attempts to break the job down into its component parts rather than to describe the job as a whole. Depending on the application, job analysis may look at jobs in a different ways. So let us understand what are the needs of job analysis. A wide range of activities within organizations are concerned in some way with the match between people and jobs. In such situations, it is essential to understand the job in question before any comparison may be made. For instance, in staff selection, a clear set of criteria against which to measure candidate is required in order to make sensible decision about the most appropriate person for a job. One of the main purposes of conducting job analysis is to prepare job descriptions and job specification, which in turn help to hire the right quality of workforce into an organization. The general purpose of job analysis is to document the requirements of job and the work to be performed. Job and task analysis performed as a basis for later improvements including definition of a job, domain, description of a job, development of performance appraisal, personnel selection, selection systems, promotion criteria, training need assessment, legal defense of selection processes, and compensation plans. The human performance improvement industry uses job analysis to make sure training and development activities are focused and effective. In the fields of human resources and industrial psychology, job analysis is often used to gather information for use in personnel selection, training, classification, and or compensation. So friends, let us now understand the uses of job analysis. In organization, human resource management demands both the employee and employer to have a clear-cut understanding of the duties and responsibilities to be performed by employee on a job. This objective is achieved through a well-designed job analysis process. And therefore, let us understand what are the uses of job analysis. The first one is very important, human resource planning, very popularly known as HRP, which is an important activity which helps to determine the future requirement of employees for the organization, and it uses with the help of various methods. In HRP, job analysis helps in forecasting human resource requirements in terms of knowledge and skills. Job analysis shows a lateral and vertical relationship between jobs. It facilitates the formulation of a systematic promotion and transfer policy. It also helps in determining quality of human resources needed in an organization. The second one after the HRP is recruitment. Job analysis is used to find out how and when to hire people for future job openings in the organization. An understanding of the skills needed and the positions that are vacant in future helps manager to plan and hire people in a very systematic way. For example, a company might be traditionally hiring MBA student for a finance or maybe for an equity research position. A recent job analysis which shows them that the position could be filled by graduates with an analytical mind. So what has happened? Now, this would help the company to hire equity analysts from a greater number of available graduates by offering even a slightly lesser salary. The next one is the third one, that is selection. It is very important for HR manager to select the right person for right type of job. However, Without a proper understanding of what is to be done on job, it is not possible to select a right person. Let us take an example. If a bank wish to hire an accountant clerk for the bank, in that case, bank has to define what a clerk is to do. He should be able to run a cash register or keep the account books. So friends, the next one, right after the selection, the next HR activity comes is that is the fourth one is placement and orientation. The next step after selecting the people is to place them on the job, which is best suited to their interest, activities, skills and their aptitude. Here, job analysis helps to match the person and the job. If we are not sure about what needs to be done on a job, it is not possible to identify the right person suited for the job. Similarly, effective job orientation cannot be achieved without a proper understanding of the needs of each job. To teach a new employee how to handle a job, we have to clearly define the job itself. And therefore, the job information which is collected through job analysis helps manager to define the job clearly. The next one is training. Training plays an important role, and for this, the job analysis lists the job specific duties and requisite skills. This helps training manager to design the training program. It helps to identify the training needs for the new job holder or the person who is not a current or potential job holder if he requires any additional training can be determined only after the specific needs of the jobs have been identified through a job analysis. After training, what it comes, dear? It is counseling. For counseling also, manager can provide proper counseling to employees about their careers when they understand the different jobs in the organization. Here, job analysis helps employees to identify their career options when they can understand the specific needs of various other jobs. The next one in HR, an important activity, that is seventh one, is employee safety. A detailed job analysis reveals unsafe conditions associated with the job. By studying how the various operations are taken up in a job, managers can find unsafe practices. This helps in rectifying things easily. The next one, eighth one, is performance appraisal. We know it very well that performance appraisal compares each employee's actual performance with his or her performance standards. By comparing what an employee is supposed to be doing based on job analysis to what the individual has actually done, the worth of that person can be assessed. This helps organization to pay a fair remuneration to people based on their performance. To achieve this, it is necessary to compare what individuals should do, that is as per your performance standards, with what they have actually done. What is it? As per the job analysis. The next one, ninth one, is job design and job redesign. Once the jobs are understood properly, it is very easy to locate weak spots and undertake remedial steps. We can eliminate unnecessary movements, simplify certain steps and improve the existing ones through the continuous monitoring. In short, we can redesign jobs to match the mental makeup of employees. The next one is 10th one, job evaluation. Job analysis helps in finding relative worth of a job based on criteria such as degree of difficulty, type of work done, skills and knowledge needed, etc. Friends, now let us understand how HR manager carries out this kind of job analysis process in his organization. A lot of information is required to be collected. So there are certain steps which are there in job analysis. As we have discussed, job analysis is a process of collecting information relating to various aspects of the job. It collects and analyzes the information associated with job description and job specification. The steps are involved in job analysis are: the first one, information collection. This is the first step of job analysis, under which required information related to various aspects of job are collected. Information is obtained through different methods such as interview, observation, questionnaire, critical incidents, etc. It is associated with the preparation of plans and programs and assignment of responsibilities to the concerned person. The next one is review background information. This is the second step of job analysis process, under which previously collected information is reviewed to design organizational charts, current position descriptions and specifications, procedures, manuals and process charts. This help in detailed assessment of the job. The next one is third one, selection of representative position to be analyzed. Analyzing all jobs at a time is a very complex and costly affair. So only a representative of sample of job is selected for the purpose of detailed analysis. Under this, the job analyst investigates to determine which organization managers or employees require job analysis. He should also determine for what purpose the job must be analyzed. Fourth one, analysis of job by collecting data. Under the step of job analysis process, a job analyst obtains the data and information related to the selected job. The information is collected on the job activities, required employee behaviors, working conditions, human traits and qualities, abilities of performers, the job and other various dimensions of the job. Data can be collected either through questionnaire, observations or interviews. Fifth one, develop job description. In this step of the job analysis, a job description schedule is developed through the information collected in the step. This is the written statement which describes the prominent characteristics of the job along with duties, location and degrees of risk involved in each job. Sixth one, develop the job specification, another statement like job description. Developing the job specification is the last step of job analysis process, under which a detailed specification statement is prepared, showing minimum requirement of each job. A job specification summarizes the personal qualities, traits, skills, knowledge and background required to perform specific tasks. It also involves the physical and psychological attributes of the incumbent. Now, friends, let us understand how we collect the data. What are the various methods which are used in job analysis? Few most common methods of job analysis are observation method. A job analyst observes an employee and records all his performed and non-performed tasks, fulfilled and unfulfilled responsibilities and duties, methods, ways and skills used by him or her to perform various duties and his or her mental or emotional ability to handle challenges and risk involved in the job. However, it seems one of the easiest methods to analyze a specific job. But truth is that it is the most difficult one. Why? Let us discover. It is due to the fact that every person has his own way of observing things. Different people think different and interpret the findings in different ways. Therefore, the process may involve personal biasness or likes and dislikes and may not produce a genuine data or the result. This error can be avoided by proper training of job analyst or whoever will be conducting the job analysis process. This particularly method includes three techniques: direct observation, work method analysis, and critical incident technique. The first method includes direct observation and recording of the behavior of an employee in different situations. The second involves the study of time and motion and is specially used for assembly line or factory workers. I'm sure if you can recollect what we discussed in PPM, that is the contribution of F.W. Taylor, right? Scientific School of Thought. That is what is basically talks about work study method. The third one is about identifying the work behaviors that result in performance. The next method is interview method. A very simple one, isn't it? But again, it requires a scientific approach. So let us understand what it is. In this method, an employee is interviewed so that he or she comes up with their own working styles, problems faced by them, use of particular skills and techniques while performing their job, and insecurities and fears about their career. This method helps interviewer to know what exactly an employee thinks about his or her own job and responsibilities involved in it. It involves analysis of job by employee himself. In order to generate honest and true feedback or collect genuine data, questions are asked during the interview should be carefully decided. And to avoid the errors, it is always good to interview more than one individual to get a pool of responses. Then it can be generalized and used for the whole group. The next method is questionnaire method. Another commonly used job analysis method is getting the questionnaires filled from the employees, their superiors and managers. However, this method also suffers from personal biasness. A care should be taken while framing questions for different grades of employees. In order to get the true job related information, management should effectively communicate it to the staff that data collected will be used for their own good. It is very important to ensure them that it won't be used against them in any way. If it is not done properly, it will be a sheer wastage of time, money, and human resources. These are some of the most common methods which we discussed right now are of job analysis. However, there are several other specialized methods including task inventory, job element method, competency profiling, technical conferences, threshold trait analysis system, and a combination of these methods. While choosing a method, HR manager need to consider time, cost, and human efforts included in conducting the process. So friends, moving ahead, now let us understand the nature of job analysis. Job analysis refers to the process of collecting the information about a job. As we discussed, the process of job analysis results into two sets of data or statement. One, job description, and second, job specification. So friends, let us understand what it is. If you look at this particular diagram, you will understand. Job description gives us the information about job, like job title, job location, job summary, duties, technologies to be used like machines, equipment, tools, etc. Resources like materials, right? Supervision from which the person gets, working conditions. So all this is nothing but it gives you the information about the job, and that statement is called as job description, popularly known as JD. When you apply for any company, I'm sure you must be asking for what is my JD. So JD is nothing but define the job itself. The next part in job analysis is very important. That is job specification, which gives the information about the human qualification required to perform the job, and the information covers like education, experience, training, what he has attended so far, attitude, aptitude, initiative, physical efforts, mental ability, responsibilities, communication skills, emotional characteristics. So what is it? It all defines that what a person requires to match with the job, and therefore job description and job specifications are very important for the human resource manager. So job analysis is a written summary of tasks, duties and responsibilities, a set of statements based on standards of practices that comprises the employee's contract with the institution. It lists the expected behavior of an employee. Job descriptions are usually essential for managing people in organization. Job descriptions are required for recruitment so that you and the applicant can understand the job role. Job descriptions are necessary for most people in the work. A job description defines a person's role and accountability. Without a job description, it is usually very difficult for a person to properly commit to or be held accountable for a role. This is especially so in a large organization. As an employee, you may have or be given the opportunity to take the responsibility for your job description. This is good. It allows you to clarify expectations with your employer and your boss. The process of writing job description is actually quite easy and straightforward. Many people tend to start off with a list of 20-30 tasks, which is okay as a start, but this needs refining to far fewer points. Around 8 to 12 is the ideal. Smaller organizations commonly require staff and managers to cover a wider or more mixed range of responsibilities than in larger organizations. For example, the office manager role can comprise financial, HR, stock control, scheduling, and other duties. Therefore, in smaller organizations, job descriptions might necessarily contain a greater number of listed responsibilities, perhaps 15 to 16. However, whatever the circumstances, the number of responsibilities should not exceed this, or the job description becomes unwieldy and ineffective. Any job description containing 20-30 tasks is actually more like a part of an operational manual which serves a different purpose. Job descriptions should refer to the operational manual or to agreed procedures rather than include the detail of the task in the job description. If you include task in detail in a job description, you will need to change it when the task detail changes, as it will. What would you rather change? 100 job description or one operational manual, right? Yeah. Similarly, lengthy details of health and safety procedures should not be included in a job description. Instead, put them into a health and safety manual and then simply refer to this in the job description. So friends, today we have studied job analysis. To sum the today's learning of job analysis, it is the process of collecting job related data or information. This information is collected and used for preparing job description and job specification. Job analysis is a process which involves mainly the steps like select the job for analysis, collect the information through various tools, then process the information and create the two statements, namely job description and job specification. Job analysis is useful for HRP, recruitment, selection, placement, performance appraisal, training and development, etc. I'm sure you have enjoyed this session on job analysis. Thank you.